It is NBA season. We have gone through 14 games, give or take, depending on what your team's schedule is. But right now, the Golden State Warriors are sitting at 14-0. They just won against the Clippers. They're about to play the Nuggets to make a record of best start to the season by defending champ. If they win.
If they beat them. The game, we're recording this as the game's playing right now.
Yes, so let's just talk about the Warriors. And I think the main thing the people want to know is, Chris, how good can the Warriors get? What is their record going to look like at the end of the season, and when will they lose?
I don't know what the record will be, because it could be anything. For all we know, somebody can get injured tomorrow.
Yeah.
And some weird shit happens. How good are they? They're really fucking good.
They're good.
In this league. Put this team in 1995, 96. They're not that good. Okay? They would not last against the 72-10 Bulls.
What do you think the score would be?
I think that the Bulls would fucking obliterate them.
Why?
Because they know how to get to the line.
Yeah, I know. They know how to get to the line, but like you saw in the Clippers game, the Warriors can be down by 20.
Again, but
wait.
That's against today's NBA.
I know. But you could be down by 20. And you're a shooter, Chris.
Yes.
And I've had nights where I can shoot the lights out from 3. When a guy is just shooting no matter what,
no, it's
really, it doesn't matter who's defending you.
Yeah, no, it's really hard to stop that.
Scottie Pippen's hand could be all up in Steph's grill. I still feel good about that shot, and they could get back. I don't think it'll be a blowout. I don't think that the Warriors would win, but I think people are saying, oh, Rodman would gobble up Draymond. There you go. Jordan would gobble up Steph.
I don't know if we're talking matchups. If we're matching up players, so we have Kerr on Curry, right? And I think that Curry would just demolish Steve, right? That was their starting point.
They would probably put Kerr on Iggy and try to put Pippen.
That would be stupid.
Look, all I'm trying to say is people are saying that the Bulls would dominate. I don't think so.
Let's just match them up though. So Kerr on Curry, Curry wins, okay?
Okay.
Clay on Jordan, Jordan wins. Right? Right? So,
don't even ask me that.
Yeah, no matter how good Clay is a defender, Jordan wins. And then, who was their small forward back then? Was it Rodman?
The small forward was Scottie Pippen.
So who was the power? Was it Rodman?
It was Kukoc, and they had Rodman. They always went small.
Kukoc was bigger than Rodman. Kukoc was almost 7 feet, though.
No, he wasn't. You're thinking about Luke Longley.
I know who Luke Longley is. That was their center.
Kukoc is 6'8", maybe 6'9" in sneakers. This was their final lineup. Kerr to hit threes, Jordan, Pippen, Kukoc, and Rodman.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure this shot, that was the lineup.
So the starting 5.
No, that wasn't the starting 5. Longley and Harper were starting 5.
Man, I totally forgot about Harper. That's right. Curry would still whoop Harper's ass.
Of course.
So, even though Harper's got some length in his arms. Okay, so we got that down. And then I would personally put Iggy on Scotty, or vice versa. And I think they're nearly identical. Playing-wise, they're very similar players.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter matchups. Matchups is stupid in this case. You know why? Because the Warriors switch on everything.
Oh, switch defensively?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. So you could put Iggy on Scotty. No, because they run a 3-4 pick and roll. They switch.
Jordan would have Klay Thompson out in the first corner with foul calls. If we're playing today's game.
Well, yeah, but
if we're playing 90s style, right? The Warriors too soft to play with that.
Look. You didn't hear what I said first.
Okay,
when people start making shots, can't. It doesn't matter.
I understand that, and I've had that happen to me. You've seen it.
Yes, I know. It doesn't.
You know what I mean?
So look, they would not. The Bulls wouldn't win by double digits.
I didn't say what they would win by. I'm just saying that they'd have no chance of winning that. I think that the Bulls would fucking obliterate them.
Why?
Because they know how to get to the line.
A few moments later,
the Bulls wouldn't win by double digits.
I didn't say what they would win by. I'm just saying that they'd have no chance of winning that.
You say they have no chance, but that leads us to believe, they have no chance. Look, it'll be a close game, but we'll never know.
Yeah.
We'll never know.
I agree.
So back
to the main thing. Sorry, we went off on a tangent.
Out of 100, what percentage of a chance do they have of getting 72 and 10?
Look, The Bulls averaged 1 loss a month, which is, we're only in the first month of basketball right now.
Yeah.
So we cannot predict until we get, I'd say, at least 2 months into the league right now. They have a good chance if this is how they play.
Okay.
So say they go on streaks of 15, and then they lose one, then they go on another streak of 15. That's going to average out to almost 1 a month.
Right.
So they can easily match or just over or just under the 72. Now, what I think is, last time I was asked this question was in a Nightwing Knows series video. And they asked me if I thought that, like, who was going to make the NBA finals or whatever. And whether or not the Golden State Warriors would repeat. And I said at that time, no.
Okay.
I don't know now.
Let me tell you something.
I don't know right now.
I watch a lot of basketball.
These guys are embarrassing teams.
I watch every Warriors game. I sadly watch every Lakers game.
I can't
then I watch a lot of the other games in between. I have League Pass. Let me tell you this. Do I think they'll go 72-10? No. Do I think they get to 70? Yes.
That's what I mean.
I think they get to 70. And I'll tell you why.
Either slightly above or slightly less.
They get to 70. 70-12, I think. And that would be a great accomplishment. Because...
What was it last year? Was it 60?
67.
Okay.
Because the Warriors are one of the only 2 teams that I trust to A, hold the lead, B, get back from a deficit, and C, play in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, close out.
The Clippers are stupid. They don't know what to do. Blake Griffin got double teamed, and he had one of the worst plays I've ever seen.
Let me see. Yeah, well, the post up against... First of all, way too out. Way out there 2-4. Now watch this play right here. This dude... Accept the double team. Accept the double team. Get rid of 14 on the clock, Chuck. Yeah, come on. This is not a play. That ain't even good at the Rucker League. I mean, what? That is just awful right there, Ernie.
The Clippers are dumb. DeAndre is one of the dumbest players in the league. He doesn't know how to stay on the floor in the fourth quarter because he can't hit free throws.
Remember this? Remember this?
Shaq had similar percentage, but in the fourth quarter he shot 70%, so he stayed on the floor.
Shaq has, despite his lack of finesse, he has a high IQ.
Yes, and the guys on the Clippers don't. Chris Paul, Paul Pierce, yes, okay, those guys are smart.
Yeah. Did you call bank? I call game.
But when you surround them with these bozos, look, I don't like the Clippers. If you're a Clippers fan, argue with me. I'll argue with you all day. They're dumb. If you look at those Bulls teams, and people always say, oh, being clutch, they think this new generation thinks being clutch is hitting that last shot.
No.
That's not what clutch is. What clutch is another word for being smart. Kerr was smart. He knew where to be on the floor, when to give the ball up, when to push the tempo, when to, let's just stop. Let's get this.
You have to have a good basketball IQ.
Pippen was the same way. Rodman was the same way. He knew when to flash to the basket, when to go up for a rebound, when to just get back on D. He knew all this stuff. Kukoc was the same way. These idiots on the Clippers aren't. They don't know what to do.
I feel
the Warriors are smart.
Well, I feel that's because their coaching staff and the squad itself are very intelligent.
Just smart. Yeah.
But I feel bad for Clipper fans because they have, at one time, what I thought was one of the greatest coaches in the NBA. And you have this guy who's now making excuses instead of teaching these players how to play the game.
Doc Rivers is the most overrated coach I've ever seen. When you have guys like KG, Paul Pierce, and Ray Allen,
and
those are 3 of the smartest dudes to like play in this millennium, right? 2000s. So look, I'm just saying the Warriors and the Spurs are the only 2 teams I trust. The Spurs might not be able to get there athletically, and Duncan might know what to do, but then his legs give out, but at least he knows, right? And he might be able to do it. But the Warriors, they know how to do it, and they can get there. All these other teams have great teams. I think this is the most talent we've ever had in the league. There's really only 3 bad teams.
And it's widespread, finally, which is nice.
There's only 3 bad teams. There's the Sixers, the Lakers, and the Nets. Those are the only 3 bad teams.
You don't think the Kings are that bad?
No. They have talent. They could make the playoffs.
But they're not playing well right now.
That's because their coach is a snake. But they could. All the other teams besides those three that I mentioned can make the playoffs, but only 2 teams I take seriously. I don't take the Rockets seriously. They're dumb.
Dude,
they're dumb.
And they just fired their coach.
They're dumb. The Clippers are dumb. The Cavs, LeBron, the game plan is LeBron left side of the floor. That won't win you anything, as we saw in the NBA Finals. All these other teams are dumb.
But all the Cavs had in the finals was LeBron, though.
Yeah, sure. But look, the Warriors and the Spurs are the only teams that could actually do something in the fourth quarter. Look what happened to Clippers. They had a 10-point lead in the fourth quarter, both games.
Yeah.
What happened? They imploded.
They're embarrassing themselves. I'm embarrassed for them when I watch their games. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not even a fan of the Clippers.
No one is.
But there are some people.
The one dude who was a fan, Clipper Dan, got sued by the Clippers.
You could never say Clippers and championship in the same sentence.
For real? For what?
They thought he was making money off the name Clipper Dan.
What do you do when you love a team but dislike an organization?
That's stupid.
He's the one dude that I know is a Clippers fan ever since they had Darius Miles.
Right.
When you're a fan of Darius Miles,
Y'all remember that? With Quentin
Corey
Richardson?
McGrady, Darius Miles, Elton Brand, Chris came in,
That was the very beginning of
Coutinho Mobley.
the Jordan brand. They rock the 16s. They rock
Yes.
all kinds of shit.
Clipper Dan got sued by the Clippers.
That's
The
pathetic.
Clippers are a travesty to the league. They can't get their own stadium. They bite off the Lakers. They cover up championship banners. Their uniforms and court are terrible. Their players complain.
Let's talk about those uniforms.
They're so bad.
Who designed that?
You know
Those
what happened?
look
There's a
bad.
story behind it. They hired a new CFO, and that lady
Okay.
wanted to do a redesign. And she's like, I want it for next season. And they're like, redesigns take 2 years minimum. We can't do this. She said, do it. And that's what the finished product is.
It looks like something from Minecraft or something. It looks ridiculous.
More evidence that the Clippers are just a sham, a mockery. They're just terrible.
I'm not going to disagree with you.
Whatever. At the end of the day,
like I said, I'm embarrassed for them.
and at the end of the day, all these dumbass teams talking about the Warriors before the season even started, Rockets, Ty Lawson, James Harden, the entire Clippers squad, they all talk and look what happened. They're getting wrecked on their home court. Wrecked, not beat, wrecked. The Warriors won by double digits that game.
Did you see the Memphis game?
The Memphis game was a travesty,
They
but
won by 50.
that's not fair because they didn't talk but
Still,
that was
they came out and won by 50. I thought that game was fake. I was watching it.
That was like a
what's-
WWE game
That's what
where
I
The
mean.
Rock was losing, and you're like, "This is impossible. What's
Yeah, like
happening?"
I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen a game.
Yeah, it
by
was
50.
crazy. The
By
Warriors
50.
are crazy. The Warriors are crazy, and I think the first time that they'll lose, because they're not going 82-0, but the first time that they lose is going to be against a team that has 2 guards that demand attention, and Steph Curry and Klay Thompson to guard them, kind of wear them out. So a trap game like Phoenix, Bledsoe, Brandon Knight, they might lose.
Do you think a team like Miami can keep up with them?
No, Miami does do very well against guards this season. In fact, they're number 1 in the league against opposing point guards and shooting guards. I know this because I have no life. Shout out Tyler Johnson. He's pretty good at defense.
Yo.
But
Oh, shout out to his brother too.
again, Hassan Whiteside would just get into foul trouble, and he couldn't stay on the floor, and that would just wreck everything that the Miami wants to do.
Yeah.
They're not even gonna lose to a team that's like semi-good. Like they're gonna lose to like Phoenix, who's like okay. They might lose to like a team like Orlando, who's like okay but really physical.
So OKC, you don't think that they'll?
No, OKC is also another dumb team that doesn't know what to do in the fourth quarter. They don't know what to do, Chris.
I know.
Their new coach doesn't know what to do.
They should not have gotten rid of their old coach.
Last thing. Another dumb coach in the league is Fred Hoiberg of the Bulls. Let me tell you a story. The Bulls are down by 1 against Indiana. I think they're down by 1. And they get an offensive rebound. This season. They get an offensive rebound, and Joakim Noah passes it to Jimmy Butler. And I think there's like 35 seconds left on the game clock. So he grabs the ball and he's like, you know what? Let me just drain the clock. And he's draining the shot clock. Gets the 9 seconds on the shot clock. Jimmy's about to make a move. Coach calls timeout. Why?
I don't know.
Why would you do that?
Yeah.
And another thing he does is he calls timeout after his team inbounds the ball so they can't advance it.
Really?
He's done this 3 times I've counted this season.
Doesn't he have a coaching staff that's got some
Apparently
intelligence?
not.
Like, what the hell is that about?
The Bulls coach is killing me. Because I love the Bulls. I watch the Bulls all the time.
I thought that was.
Stupid.
I thought that if the Clippers game wasn't going to be our first loss, I thought that the Bulls game the following night.
But if
was
they
gonna be our
had
first loss.
Rose and they had a backcourt Rose Butler that demanded Curry and Thompson to guard.
That's the thing, though, is that I didn't even know that Rose was still out.
Yeah.
Because they said that he just tweaked his ankle. Tape it up and get back out there. Like, you know what I'm saying?
So like I said, they're going to lose to a team that's going to have a really good backcourt. They could even lose to like Milwaukee, who has like two 7-footers in the
with
backcourt.
Cleveland, LeBron and Kyrie on the floor. What do you think?
No, because
That's good
they're
spacing.
dumb.
They're good spacing, though.
They're dumb.
I think that Kyrie's a little bit smarter than that.
Kyrie and LeBron are fine, but I don't think the rest of the squad knows what to do. Iman Shumpert, J.R. Smith.
No.
That's like a D-.
Yeah.
Hella people are gonna be like, Jaron, like you're not giving it. The other teams are stupid. They're dumb.
Yeah.
They're dumb.
I think that I think people are going to take this kind of criticism as if we're talking about them personally, because they can't separate themselves from the team that we're talking about.
They're so dumb. James Harden is dumb.
Dude,
He does not know what to do.
that guy, I've never liked him.
He's dumb.
I've really disliked him, but this season, like I don't know what happened, but he's making it look like last season was a fluke for him.
Remember when I said he was a flash in the pan
I know,
and y'all
I
were
know.
like tripping? He leads the league in passing the ball with less than 5 seconds on the shot clock.
How many points does Curry have over him as far as, it was like 99 points.
Curry is amazing.
This guy's shooting
Amazing.
practically with his eyes closed and he's still making
He's
shit.
amazing.
So-
So let us know, what team do you think will beat the Warriors? If the Warriors will get to 72-10, and let us know, because I would love to tell you that the team you think is going to legit beat Warriors in the 7-game series is dumb. I will bet you that. I mean, unless it's the Spurs. But let us know, please. I'm calm now.
All right.
Okay.